Hi and welcome to my soul tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, set your bell on all, like, comment and share, as I really appreciate all of your support. Now let's get on with the video. If you are an empath, you know firsthand the ups and downs of being highly sensitive to the emotions of those around you. On one hand, your empathic abilities allow you to be compassionate and understanding towards others. On the other hand, constantly absorbing the emotions of those around you can be overwhelming and exhausting, especially in high stress or negative environments. Today, I will delve into the world of the empath, exploring what it means to be an empath and addressing some common questions about this unique personality trait. Whether you are an empath seeking to better understand yourself or an ally looking to support your loved ones, this video will provide valuable insight into the empath experience. So what is an empath? An empath is a person who is highly sensitive to the emotional states of others and has the ability to feel and absorb the emotions of those around them. This can be a positive quality as it allows empaths to be compassionate and understanding towards others. However, it can also be overwhelming and exhausting for empaths to constantly absorb the emotions of those around them, especially in high stress or negative environments. Keep in mind that we all have the ability to sense emotions. We are all emotional and spiritual beings. However, living in a fast-paced and chaotic world, most of us have forgotten to put aside our own abilities and sensitivities. Due to our lifestyle and external environments, we tend to, at some point in our lives, disconnect from ourselves and from others. Empaths, though, seem to never lose touch with their capacities and innate sensitivity. They always look like finely tuned instruments when it comes to sensing emotions. They're highly perceptive, receptive, and sensitive. Empaths can sometimes feel so intensely to an extreme of feeling someone's physical pain too. Empaths are usually more attuned to the emotional needs of others and may have a strong desire to help and support those around them. However, it is important for empaths to also be aware of their own needs and find healthy ways to manage their empathic abilities in order to avoid becoming overwhelmed or burnt out. So here are some common signs that may indicate that someone is an empath. Number 1, highly sensitive. Empaths are often very sensitive to the emotions of others and can pick up on even subtle changes in mood. They may be easily overwhelmed in busy or chaotic environments. Number 2, intuitive. Empaths have a strong sense of intuition and can often sense when something is wrong, even if they don't have concrete evidence. Number 3, deeply caring. Empaths are typically very caring individuals who have a strong desire to help others. They may feel a deep sense of responsibility to help those who are suffering. Number 4, emotional awareness. Empaths are typically very in tune with their own emotions and inner experiences. They may have a deep understanding of their own emotional landscape, which allows them to better understand the emotions of others. Number 5, creativity. Many empaths are highly creative individuals who express themselves through art, music writing, or other creative endeavors. Number 6, need for solitude. Empaths may feel overwhelmed by social situations and may require regular periods of solitude to recharge and process their emotions. Number 7, energy sensitivity. Empaths may be particularly sensitive to the energy of others and may feel drained or exhausted after spending time with people who have negative energy. Number 8, good listener. Empaths are often excellent listeners who are able to provide emotional support and validation to those around them. They may have a natural talent for understanding and empathizing with the experiences of others. Number 9, overwhelmed by violence or suffering. Empaths may be particularly sensitive to violence or suffering in the world and may feel overwhelmed or traumatized by news stories or images of violence. Number 10, animal lovers. Many empaths have a deep connection with animals and may feel a strong sense of empathy for their experiences. Number 11, physical sensitivity. Empaths may be sensitive to physical sensations such as touch, sound, or smell. They may be particularly sensitive to loud noises or bright lights. Number 12, aversion to conflict. Empaths may avoid conflict and strive to maintain harmonious relationships with others. They may feel uncomfortable with confrontation and may go to great lengths to avoid them. Number 13, highly perceptive. Empaths are often very perceptive and may be able to pick up on non-verbal cues such as body language, tone of voice, or facial expressions. Number 14, emotional reactivity. Empaths may have strong emotional reactions to situations that others may find less intense. They may feel deep deeply affected by movies, books, or music that evoke strong emotions. Number 15. Healing abilities. Some empaths may have a natural talent for healing or helping others to heal. They may be drawn to careers in healthcare, counseling, or other helping professions. Please note that not all empaths will exhibit all of these signs, and some individuals who possess some of these traits may not identify as empaths. Empathy exists on a spectrum, and it's important to approach the topic with openness and curiosity rather than trying to fit people into specific boxes. So what is the difference between showing empathy and being an empath? An empath is not just someone who shows empathy, compassion, or empathic concern. This is cognitive empathy. Empaths are empathetic and so much more. They're actually able to see themselves in someone else's situation and feel what they are feeling. They absorb positive and negative energy as well as physical symptoms. Empaths can take the pain of others at their own expense. An empath has the ability to literally embody what is going on with other people and the energy around them, but it's not just emotions. They can often sense someone's intentions or where they're coming from. Many people hide their authentic feelings and put on a show for the outside world, but an empath can often sense a person's true emotions. In other words, empaths seem to pick up on many things that most people wouldn't. They're great lie detectors. There are a few common misconceptions about empaths. Empaths are the same as introverts. While many empaths may be introverted, being an empath has more to do with one's level of sensitivity to the emotions of others rather than one's preference to solitude. And empaths can control their ability to feel the emotions of others, while some empaths may be able to regulate their emotional responses to others. To some extent, they cannot completely turn off their empathy. And then, empaths are always selfless and compassionate. While empaths may have a strong desire to help others and be compassionate towards them, they're still human and can struggle with negative emotions and selfish tendencies like anyone else. And finally, empaths can always tell when someone is lying. While empaths may be more attuned to the emotions of others and may be able to sense when someone is hiding something, they're not necessarily able to always tell when someone is lying. So what types of empaths are there? In a world full of fear, greed, cruelty, egotism, and pain, empaths play extremely important roles. The ability to care deeply for others is something that our planet really needs. The empath's gifts can close gaps between humans and open gates to love and kindness. There are many different ways that empaths can manifest their empathic abilities, and no one way is necessarily better or more authentic than another. Some empaths have the ability to perceive what is happening to other people, animals, plants, the environment, and more. You might know someone who is naturally more empathic towards animals or someone who is more empathic towards nature. Others would be drawn to the planetary system, to mechanical devices, to buildings, or to any variety of beings or things. Here are a few common types of empaths. Number 1. Emotional empaths. These empaths are highly attuned to the emotional state of those around them and may feel overwhelmed by strong emotions, both negative and positive. They may have a tendency to absorb the emotions of others and may need to practice setting boundaries in order to avoid becoming overwhelmed. Number 2. Physical empaths. These empaths may be able to sense the physical sensations of others, such as pain or illness. They may also be more sensitive to their own physical sensations and may have a strong connection to the natural world. Number 3. Intuitive empaths. These empaths may have strong intuitive abilities and be able to sense the thoughts and motivations of others. They may also be able to see into the future or pick up on subtle energies or vibrations. And number 4. Cognitive empaths. These empaths may have a strong ability to understand and anticipate the needs of others and may excel at problem solving and conflict resolution. It is important to note that these categories are not mutually exclusive, and many empaths may possess a combination of these abilities. It is also possible for an individual to exhibit different types of empathy at different times or in different situations. Recognizing that you are an empath is the first step in taking charge of your emotions instead of drowning in them. So if you are one, honor this experience for the great gifts and opportunities it offers you. So how does an empath work? So we already know that empaths are highly sensitive individuals who have a keen ability to sense what people around them are thinking and feeling. But how can they do that? What's different about them? While there is much we don't yet understand how empathy works, we know that everything has an energetic vibration or frequency, and an empath is able to sense these vibrations. One possible scientific explanation for this is their energetic receptors, which are more open open and vulnerable than others. We all have a set of neurons in our brains that create a neurophysical link between us and other people. These neurons fire up whenever we witness something that another person feels or experiences. They are called mirror neurons. For instance, when we are young, they help us to learn through imitation. Many people believe that empaths have very active mirror neurons, which makes them much more sensitive to the emotions of others. This heightened sensitivity allows them to pick up on subtle cues such as body language, tone of voice, and even the energy emanating from another person. They can sense when someone is sad, anxious, or angry, even if that person is trying to hide their emotions. Empaths are also highly intuitive, meaning that they have a deep understanding of the feelings and emotions of others, often without even needing to be told. This intuitive ability is thought to stem from the fact that empaths are highly attuned to their own emotions and inner experiences. This self-awareness allows them to move easily, recognize and empathize with the experiences of others. So now let's talk briefly about the benefits of being an empath. There are many benefits of being an empath. However, empaths must learn that their sensitivity is a gift, something to embrace instead of shutting down. As empaths see the world differently than other people, they are keenly aware of others, their pain points, and what they need emotionally. This makes them excellent friends. They are really good listeners too. They are always ready to help a friend in times of need. Empaths are naturally giving and generous people. They also tend to be highly intuitive and emotionally intelligent. They can recognize even the subtlest changes that are undetectable to the naked eye or the five senses for most people. Empaths have a big heart and will act compassionately to help others. They experience empathy not only towards family and friends, but also complete strangers, pets, plants, and even inanimate objects. When around positive and love energies, their bodies assimilate these and flourish. They have a beautiful capacity for absorbing positive emotions. The more aware they are of their abilities, the more they use their empathy to share their light with the world. Now let's talk briefly about some common problems faced by empaths. Despite the many benefits of being an empath, there are also challenges. Empaths are often overwhelmed by the emotions of others, which can be exhausting and draining. They may struggle to distinguish their own emotions from those of others, leading to confusion and emotional distress. They can become energy-sucking sponges, which can lead to a lot of physical and psychological disorders, such as depression and chronic fatigue, as they can take on the problems of others, as their own negativity often feels assaultive and exhausting. Crowds can feel particularly overwhelming to empaths and cause them to feel drained. Some social interactions can actually trigger panic attacks, as it's not easy for them to intellectualize their feelings. Romantic relationships can be a challenge too, as not everyone is able to understand highly sensitive people and an empath's need for space sometimes. Empaths are usually introverts, and they require a certain amount of alone time in order to recharge. Empaths often feel their best when they're surrounded by nature, which helps them to ground themselves. Unfortunately, empaths are also easy targets for emotional vampires who can easily drain their energy. It is often difficult for them to set boundaries for themselves and say no to others, even when too much is being required from them. To manage these challenges, empaths must learn to set healthy boundaries, practice self-care, and develop strategies for managing their emotions. In conclusion, empaths are highly sensitive individuals who possess a unique ability to sense and understand the emotions and energy of others. They exhibit a range of traits, including intuition, creativity, and emotional awareness. While being an empath can be a gift, it can also present unique challenges, such as feeling overwhelmed by the emotions of others or struggling to set healthy boundaries. If you suspect that you or someone you know may be an empath, it is important to learn more about this personality type and develop strategies for managing the unique challenges that come with it. With self-awareness and self-care, empaths can thrive and use their unique talents to make a positive impact on the world around them. I can certainly relate to a lot of what is in the video, as I am also an empath. I would love to know in the comment section below whether you are an empath or you know someone who is an empath, like a friend or a relative. I would love to know your comments and your opinions in the comment section below. If you enjoy celebrity news, then please visit my other channel called Miriam Rose. With absolute gratitude, love and light, cosmic kisses to everyone. Till next time, bye for now.